Namaste. Namastizzle. Namaste. Welcome. Peace and blessings. Greetings. Shalom. What's up? What's going on? I am Magick LaCroix. Today is Thursday, and look what I have here. Namaste. What's up? Namaste. All right. What's going on? A good day to you, Latanya's Views, and welcome. Love, peace, and power, brother Kunami. What's up? Namaste, Portia. Don't forget to hit that like button once you come in and subscribe. Yeah. Peace, Katrina. Hello, Sister Anubis. What's the deal? Hopefully, y'all are having a great day today. It is almost the end of the week, and the weekend is almost here. Okay. Not going to say what's new because there's always something going on here, you know. For those of you who don't know what I was just doing, that is a Tibetan singing bowl. Okay. It's used by Buddhist monks for meditation purposes and religious ceremonies. It can cleanse a space too. It uses the vibrations of sound. Once you're doing that too, it's a great meditation tool. Once you're doing that, you'll feel the vibration, that sound it makes vibrates all through your body. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good cleansing tool to have, like a tuning fork. That's another good one. Okay. They're used for healing, sound massage, sound therapy, and chakra balancing. So it's another good tool for the aspiring cultists to have. Okay. That's what you call a harmonic sound that it makes. Okay. It is another what I call underrated occult tool. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. Hey there, peace and prosperity, righteous. Hello, Sasha Fox. So let me show y'all again. Ugh. I don't no. Okay, scratch out the word unfortunate. I don't have these in my store. I don't sell these, but they're around, I think, $35, $40. My cat's even responded to it. So, yeah. Singing, Tibetan singing bowl. Abula had bells on her altar. Okay, that's another great tool. What's going on, Idris Abraham? Needed this message. Don't take things personally. Someone can be mad for other reasons as shit happens. Once you, okay, let's jump into it. Once you stop taking things so personal, you'll be surprised at how very little things bother you. You know what I'm saying? Disclaimer, I'm about to say something a lot of people are probably not going to like, okay? But I have stopped speaking in public to Black women, to melanated women. I've stopped speaking. All right. I've given this answer before. I'm tired of the dirty looks or the total ignoring. You know what I mean? For the most part, and I don't mean anyone here, but for the most part, she is 100% compromised. Okay. Even I just came from Walmart not that long ago, and there was, the self-checkout lines of people in the lines, and I heard the sister telling everyone when they was finishing their purchases and they're leaving, she said, "Have a great day, have a great day, have a great day." So I finished up. As I was leaving, I ain't hear nothing. And this is not the first time. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the corporate environment, one of my agents, I was a supervisor, one of my agents who was the number one on my team, I was constantly giving her praises and encouraging her. And I even brought her some St. John's wort in to work. She could have the rest of mine because she suffered from depression. All I did was try to help this chick. And she waits until a day that I'm off to go on the middle of the floor and make a scene and say she wasn't getting nothing out of being my team. She didn't want to be on my team anymore. No. Matter of fact, the manager, the operations manager, didn't even tell me till about 2 weeks later. She kind of hid it from me. All of a sudden, this girl wasn't on my team anymore. Didn't take it personal. You know what I mean? Another company that I worked at, I was constantly helping this sister. She turned around and she straight up lied on me for this white girl who was her friend, this 500-pound white girl. You know what I mean? Trying to get me fired. She straight up lied. Didn't take it personally. You know what I mean? Because I know there's other external factors that's at work here. And what did Azazel Bay say? He said this started in the star system of Orion. Now, whether you believe that or not, it's totally up to you. I'm still doing my research. But there has to be a root cause to this. We talked about this before. There are other factors when it comes to this. But when it comes to stuff like that, I don't take it personal. Okay? I'm up at 5:45 every morning to walk, get my cardio in. And normally, sometime during the day, I go bowling. So I'm doing exercising. You have to beat the sun out here in Texas. You just have to. Okay? And I speak to the people. I have a big neighborhood, and we even have a school in our neighborhood. Okay? And most people speak. I wave. I have my headphones on, they big, and I wave to people exiting the neighborhood because it's usually early in the morning and they're leaving for work. Guess who the large majority of people who don't speak? Black people. In case you were wondering. I don't take it personally. I don't. I know at the root cause of that, we are different tribes. We are not the same. Okay. And not all melanated people are your people, period. All right. We are from different tribes. We are people apart, though. Most of us don't know what tribe we come from. Okay. I don't take it personally. What's going on, Brother Moore? What's up? Righteous didn't want to let you know you was in the building. What's going on, Donna Dash? Hey, what's up? Amazingly. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? This is a topic a lot of people are scared to confront or scared to address. Um, Remember, I'm always saying I refuse to participate in gender wars because I know there's other factors involved. But when it comes to a Black woman or melanated woman not speaking after I speak first, I don't take it personally. I don't. When it comes to someone who call themselves threatening me because of somebody else's beef with me, I see that as a sign of immaturity when you inherit someone else's hate. That has happened. And yet I didn't take it personally. Now, when it came to someone slandering me, we talking about the heifer who call herself going on to another occultist channel and speak shit about me. Yeah, I'm gonna take that very personal because now you're trying to slander my reputation and my character and my integrity. Okay, if your punk ass would have listened, you would not have had those problems. Okay, but all of a sudden, like I said, I went through all our messages. All she did was sing me praises, talking about she glad she found me. Then went to speak bad about me about a year later. I took that personally. Yeah, very personal. Okay, you ain't gonna be talking shit about me for no reason. I've given you no reason. Okay, but there are always somebody who comes and they glad to find me, and then we friends on Facebook, and oh, I want to learn from you. I want to be mentored by you. Blah blah blah. You'd be surprised at how many people come to me that way. Okay, and then not long after being Facebook friends and everything, unfriended. I don't even take that personally at all anymore. You know what I mean? Facebook is where I cut up every single day. Katrina can bear witness. All right, Brother Moore can bear witness. Brother Konami can bear witness. I cut up every day. I like offensive shit. Hilarious, funny, offensive shit because they have steered people into not being able to take a joke anymore. Okay? But when people do that, when people unfriend, because a person unfriended me on Facebook and her sister unfriended me too. Now, we were friends since high school. Me and her sister had a disagreement. It wasn't really an argument. We just disagreed on something. She unfriended me and said, I don't need that negativity in my life. I don't want to see that negativity every day. So she proceeded, instead of unsubscribing, she unfriended. And I was like, okay, fine. I guess we're not friends anymore. I mean, we have talked. I have gone to a book signing of hers, supported her as a friend. You know what I mean? We got into agreement. She unfriended me in real life. Ever since that happened, I'm like, you know what? These friendships are not real. I don't care anymore. But the sad part is that her sister unfriended me. And we were closer as friends. And she unfriended me in real life over a disagreement. I didn't even take it personally. I didn't. I said, fuck both of y'all. You know what I mean? It wasn't that serious to me. I don't mean to go on into a rant. Yes, St. John's wort for depression or dopamine. Yes. You just had this conversation the last few days? Okay. The four agreements. Yes, yes. Amazingly. Thank you. Thank you. The four agreements. Exactly. Exactly. Today is Mars opposed to Saturn. I'm one of them, LOL, but I ain't funny style like that. I appreciate your perspective. I love it. Good riddance. Simple things someone can do to start somewhere in magic for someone with no previous experience. It might have been something deeper. Yeah, what's going on, Sharon? It might have been something deeper. But if you're not adult enough to address it, then we really don't need to be friends. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But once you reach that level of spiritual enlightenment, you'd be surprised at what doesn't bother you. Okay. I've seen people say about an occultist that he was the best occultist ever. He only knows that one occultist. He doesn't know anybody else, but he said he's the best. He has compared him to nobody. And yet this guy to him is the best ever. I ain't take that personally. Why should I? You get one perspective and that's the best of you. That's on you. You know what I mean? That is on you. Yeah. People unfriend me all the time. You know what I mean? All the time. That's why I'm very, very, very selective in who I friend on Facebook. Okay. I had people who friends me. A couple hours later, they're unfriended. I'm like, what did you want? You know what I mean? So I'm very selective now. I got at least 100 friend requests still just sitting there. Okay. Especially the ones who we don't have any mutual friends. Bitch, who sent you? You know what I mean? Who sent you? What do you want? So, peace, Rayshawn Justice. What's going on? Simple things someone can do to start somewhere in magic for someone with no previous experience. Mantras, sigils, candle magic, singing bowls. Hope that answered your question. That's simple. Meditation, okay? Visualization. All right. Glad you made the cut. I have a weird sense of humor. I like to laugh. So the world has gotten so bad now. That's why I like to try and make people laugh now. That's the real reason I cut up on Facebook. Okay. There's enough to worry about outside of Facebook. Okay. They are literally trying to take y'all out. Literally. They are constantly coming up with shit to take y'all out and to destroy your minds, period. So why not laugh? Get some magic in, but laugh too. Laughter truly is the best medicine. All right? It really is. Laugh, goddammit, laugh. I told you, me and my wife, we go to sleep. We're watching Family Guy and Bob's Burgers and Futurama and American Dad. All those offensive, funny ass cartoons we watch at night. This is what we go to sleep to. God, this is what we go to sleep to. I got enough outside of Facebook to be serious about. I got students, I got clients, I have a business to run. So I'm not taking things personally. Okay? When I said that the most racist place that I've ever been to was El Paso. This is someone who's well-traveled. I've been all over the country. I've been all over the world, period. You know what I mean? When I was in the military. And that was the most racist place I've ever been to. There were people who unfriended me behind that comment. Right? Does this mean I'm leery of all Mexicans? Of course not. I have Mexicans in my family. Okay? But a lot of people, not a lot, I don't know if it's a lot, but some people took it personally when I said that. Okay? Why would you take something like a general statement like that and make it personal? I didn't say you were racist. All I said was El Paso was a racist place towards someone like me. Yeah. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making it up. This is what happened. That was my experience in the 5 years I was there. Okay. And why shouldn't they look out for their people though? Like seriously, why shouldn't they? I didn't blame them one bit for making everything Mexican. But this doesn't mean that I'm racist towards Mexicans. It doesn't mean that. But somebody took it personal. I haven't heard from her since. Whatever. You were a damn client. You know what I mean? I never showed any kind of racism towards you or hatred. So why would you take something like that personally? I subscribe to this brother in the occult community, and I'm not saying that he don't know what he know, but some of the people he's associated with is shady. I'm a Scorpio moon, amazingly. Yes, laughter is medicine. Yes, it is peaceful sleep. You know, they are so hilarious. Yes, they are. Especially Family Guy. Me and my wife was in the movie theater when Ted came out. We were in the movie theater. This is one of 3 non-toxic occult people I associate in this state. People are so good at seeming humble and nice, Sally. Amazingly, really? You are? I didn't know that. Okay. My mama always told me, you haven't seen racism until you've seen it from your own people. Excellent, excellent, excellent statement. Right. Excellent. They take it personally because they're not included. I mean, here's something I don't take personally. Here's another thing. Most clients that come to me for spell work, they have usually gone to 2 or 3 practitioners before they come to me. And most of the time, those are women. I've seen it happen time and time again. I have never taken that personally. Never. Women will support other women, and as well as they should. Okay? Women will support other women. Why would I take that person? There's very few men occult practitioners out here, at least that I know of. I'm one of few. I don't know many besides myself and Terrain and Warlock. And we did a video, 3 videos last year. Besides them, I can't think of many other practitioners. Azazel Bay. I'm not sure if Bobby Hemming was an actual practitioner. I think he was because he knew a lot. He knew a lot as far as occult knowledge. Yeah, let's say Bobby was, but I'm talking about people like myself, okay, YouTubers, okay, the generation after Bobby Hemming, Azazel, Phil Valentine, the generation that came after them, C. Freeman L. There's not that many. Magic, it sounds like you just spoke on your own experience in El Paso. That's exactly it. It was my own experience. You know, and I will say this. I got a lot of love from Mexican women in El Paso. I'm just saying. Read between the lines when I say that, but Spirit had that happen because that client was a racist. Your statements exposed her demons and she was mad. That could have been true, Donna. That probably was true, you know. Yes, a ton of women, IG, YouTube, plenty of women occultists, plenty. But I don't know that many outside of myself, Warlock Asylum, the Occult College. Huh. I think S. Rob is on YouTube. And Oliver Bowles, maybe. Um, but there's not a lot of us. Okay. One person who came and found my channel, she messaged me and said, it's good to see a brother out here teaching on these subjects, a brother practitioner. That's when it made me realize, damn, it's not a lot of brothers out here talking on this subject. Not at all. The ones who do, let me say this, the ones who do use it to get coochie. They use spirituality. There's a lot of them in the occult community. There's a lot of them. Okay. No names, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of males on TikTok, but many of them are scammers. Right. I just said that. You're right. Right, Donna. In my opinion, they're big ones, but they'll be practicing for a 6-month time, then charge a big money. The real ones get suppressed. Yeah, absolutely correct. I totally agree with you on that. It's some male occultists, Brother Yusuf, Dreamwise, Travis Magus, Ani Osaru, some here and there. Yeah, I found out about from Galactic Talk at the Azazel Bay Pass. Yeah, speaking of Bobby, me and Brother Kunami was collaborating on this. The 10, we put together the top 10 in our experience, even though this is damn near an impossible task. Top 10 Bobby Hemmett videos. This is my top 10 right here. This is all time. Remember, this is my all time, my top 10. Okay. He has so many, it's kind of impossible. All right. I think Black Mystical Agenda is probably my number one out of all time for Bobby Hemmett. He goes in on Black Mystical Agenda. He does. For 6 hours, Bobby goes in. I'm still listening to it again. Okay. Still listening to it. AWAS in Control, a dynamite lecture. Okay. AWAS in Control. When the Great Old Ones Return, another excellent. Very good. The Mysteries of Love and Sex. This is the one where he has Brother Panic and Brother Rudra in attendance. All right. The Fall of America, Rise of Amenta. Another great one. I think he goes on at least 5 hours in that one too. Then you have the one live in London where he's giving out rituals, real simple rituals. So to Abraham, if you're still in the chat, that is a lecture that you can look at live in London. Bobby gives some very simple things to do, occult, okay? Like rubbing your tires with ground beef, stuff like that to protect your car from accidents, all right? Bobby speaks to the Nation of Islam. That particular lecture is provided in my Asian and Islamic magic class. Hip Hop Illuminati, excellent. He breaks down the sellout rappers. Blackamore is the one he does with Azazel Bay in attendance. I think there's 2 of these. And the DNA of Sekhmet, another dynamite. Shout out to Bobby, his lecture, the Lakshmi Shrine. That's another, that's a honorable mention. Lakshmi. He does it's called the Lakshmi, Live at the Lakshmi Shrine. He shows his altars in his house. Yes, brother Konami. I meant to show that to you. It's a dope list, but it's so many. Bobby has done so many damn lectures. You know what I mean? You appreciate those long form lectures. I'll try to do long ones, but I get my mouth start getting dry. Yes, Black Dot is on that one, Hip Hop Illuminati. He's on that one. That is correct. Great Old Ones was one of the first where he really started cussing. Right, exactly. Exactly. Don't forget, y'all. If y'all want in 2 weeks, I'm sorry, 1 week, we can do the live. Okay. If there are people who don't want to attend this live Zoom call that I'm going to do for questions and answers, I'm not going to take it personally. I know this is the middle of the day. Okay. People are trying to wrap up and go home from their jobs. I know that. Right. But I'm sorry, this time frame kind of works for me. So I totally get it. All right. If 1 week works for y'all, then it'll be on the 27th. I will put a Zoom link in the community tab and we can go from there. Okay. It will be a live, interactive. I have a question. Where you get decks that are more energetically balanced between light and dark? I'm tired of all these love and light decks and tarot decks. Okay. Let me see what I have. All right. So if you go to, of course, I am going to promote my own site. But here's what I sell. All right. You have the Black Cats Tarot. You got the Crow Tarot. Yeah. You got the Damon Tarot. All right. These are not love and light. Then you have the Orisha Tarot right there. I wouldn't call the Thoth deck love and light, not at all. You got the Tarot of the Orishas. Here's the Tarot of the Vampires. Witch's Tarot. Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Quantum Tarot. Okay. You will have to just do some shopping around, Don. You'll have to do some shopping around. I use basically the New Orleans voodoo deck. You know what I'm saying? Does that work for y'all though? Does that work 1 week from today? Does that work for everybody? Or maybe I should ask y'all when's all right, between Tuesday and Thursday, what's the better day for y'all? Does it matter? The time does matter. I get it. Like I said, it's the middle of the day. It's coming to a close. The day is starting to close down. So I get it. People trying to get out of work. Brother Moore, I thank you for your support because I know you're at work right now. You know what I mean? Oh, I wanted to mention this book to y'all too. No, I'm always, I don't know if I showed y'all this the other day. Tell me if I did. Shut me down if I did already. The Greater Words of Power Secret Cause of Archangel Magick. Did I speak about this one already? Anyone? I'm going to check these out. I find when I try to do more deep readings, it's hard with these love and light decks because everything is too positive. Donna, did I suggest the Necronomicon deck? I don't have that one, but the Necronomicon deck is very dark. And trust me on this. Where was it? Where? Greater Words of Power. Damon Brand, of course. Gallery of Magic. Y'all sure I didn't talk about this before? This is what I like about his books, but keep in mind, Damon Brand doesn't give you everything. No grimoire does. I'm going to keep repeating that. Okay, that's why this is the importance of finding a foundation. Okay. Rituals of the mind he has in here. Increase self-confidence, complete a task, increase energy levels, pass an exam, mental focus, obtain peaceful sleep and dreams, overcome bad habits, increase willpower to eat well. You got ones that affect others. Look at this. Receive a fair legal decision. Stop an argument quickly. All right. Rituals of emotion. Attract a romantic partner. End the relationship easily. Banish fear and worry. Improve your mood. Improve the mood of those around you. Recover lost love. Then he has rituals of creativity and rituals of transformation. Okay. The road opener is a good one. All right. I like that Damon Brand uses Jewish mysticism in his books. Okay. Remember, I have said that's what runs this current society, Jewish magic. All right. So he uses Jewish words. And the way you're supposed to read these words is from right to left, not left to right, right to left. Okay. So you'll be seeming that you're looking at these backwards. And then he gives you a phonetic spelling of the words you're supposed to say. Like this right here is Metatron. See the way he spells it out? And these are angel names. Okay? The greater words of power. Right? Damon Brand. I highly suggest it. So Abraham, if you are still in the chat, that's a good starting point. Some of Damon Brand's books, most of them, no knock to him. Most of them are for the beginner. The Gallery of Magic is for the beginner. It really is. Because again, none of these grimoires are going to give you a foundation. You got to figure that part out for yourself. What's going on, baby girl? Y'all all right? I swear Bobby Hemmitt's video, Black Mystical Agenda, if I wasn't so hesitant because of what happened last time I tried to share the screen, I would show y'all what I was talking about. I'm about the 5th hour of this Bobby Hemmett video. The Black Mystical Agenda is one of his best, hands down, in my opinion. It is one of his best. He goes in for 6 hours. Okay, live in London also. As a matter of fact, live in London might have been like the second Bobby Hemmett video that I've seen. Okay, you get a double treat when you look at Blackamore because Azazel Bay is on there also. All right, they have done joint efforts together. Okay, now I am in the process of putting together a top 10 list for Azazel Bay's videos. So yeah, I'll let Brother Konami know when I'm done with that one. His old ones are going to be in his top 10. His old one, his real dark side one, like Vampire Magic and Cinderella, stuff like that, Shadow Magic. You know what I mean? Does anyone remember Conan the Destroyer? straight channel, no hard copy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We watched, wife picked the movie for last night. So it was Conan the Destroyer. I've always been a fan of Grace Jones. Okay. And something I noticed last night, I hadn't seen it in a while. It's an 80s movie. Cheesy. The effects are cheesy. You know, this was when Arnold Schwarzenegger was he was actually likable back then. So we watched Conan the Destroyer, and the first thing I noticed is that the queen addressed him as a Sumerian. Now you have to get past the whitewash. You know that's what they do. That's what they always do. Okay. You know damn well Sumerians weren't Caucasian. You know that. Okay. They've been sneaking in this information from the beginning. Okay. You'll even find good information in black and white movies. Anyway, I've noticed that me and my wife had this discussion afterwards that they had the white women pretty looking, and they had Grace Jones looking like a man. I said what I said. They had her looking like a man. Okay. This is not the first time they've done this, y'all. They showing they have a lot of overweight sisters in commercials. Okay. I'm not bashing sisters when I say this. I just notice patterns all the time. Okay. They've been doing this forever. Ever. I'm not the first one to say this. They've been doing it forever. All the women in Conan the Destroyer were women looking. They're feminine. Grace Jones looked like a man. Not only that, she had an actual tail between her legs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Propaganda. Okay. They will do this until people wake up. And I don't see that happen. Quite honest. You know, I've still not seen The Woman King, but I heard someone say they had Viola Davis looking like a man, buffed up like a man. Okay. There's a reason behind all this, y'all. Y'all already know this. Okay. I just was like, I pointed out about The Woman King to my wife. I said, why they got her? She doesn't have to. I've seen Grace Jones look feminine. I've seen her look feminine. I said, for this role, she didn't have to look that way. Okay. They've been doing this in TV movies as well as videos. Go see the video Pat Benatar. Love is a battlefield. All right. Love is a battlefield. Okay. Look at the background dancers because you think they're women. That's all I'm gonna say on that. They've been doing it since the 70s also. The Village People have a commercial called The Milkshake. Look at the video. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Milk is associated with something else. I don't need to go into further explanation for that. Classic with Bombada. Yes, yes, exactly. Thank you for everything. My pleasure, baby girl. Greetings, Delroy Johnson. Glad you made it. That's why they showed him on the throne at the end. Exactly, exactly. They also cut black women hair and do their makeup to make them look more masculine. The only time you see black women look feminine when they have them in European features and styles and hair texture. Exactly. Thank you, Donna. I don't want nobody to, come at me saying, oh, you bashing black women. No, not at all. I don't take it personally. I don't. Okay. My thoughts, my beliefs, and the way I speak come from my experiences. All right. These are life experiences. I'm not speaking on something I don't know anything about. Okay. Nothing. So I hope y'all know that me pointing these things out comes from a place of love. Okay. They won't stop because Black women keep helping them do it. How do you stop? I mean, how do you prevent that if Black women are assisting? How? Off topic. Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to have that conversation. Right. Look at the fame. I'm gonna live forever. Yeah. Um, Off topic, but do you think it's hard for spiritual practitioners to work a job? I just feel like job robs you of everything. I need more time, energy to focus on my magic. Excellent question, baby girl. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yes, I do, because it's robbing you of your ambition, and you got to worry about a career. Okay, so you don't get enough sleep. Bobby Hemmett speaks about this in Black Mystical Agenda. Okay, they don't want you to rise. That's why they give you a job, and you can't really use. I mean, you can, but you'll get tired of using your power because people piss you off at your job. You get tired of doing little things like hot foot powder on someone. You know what I mean? I used to come home every day with a headache when I worked at Sprint. Every day, without fail. Every day. Okay. This other job I had as a supervisor in the call center, I come home aggravated every day. Okay. So, yes, until you can get your own, then yeah, I do feel like it's hard to have a job for a spiritual practitioner. It's very hard. Try and balance that out. Okay. It's a hard thing to do. Thank you for the question. They've always given Black women European features in movies. So fucked up. You know what? They always put it in movies, like I'm always saying. Look at the movie. They put it as a comedy, but this is how they work. This is really how they work. T.C. Carson from Living Single. T.C. Carson. What's the name of that movie? Where he gets a job as a reporter. I think this was before he went on Living Single. Kyle Barker from Living Single is on this movie, Living Large. I think that's the name of it. Living Large. Find that movie, y'all. Find that movie. They started changing his features. He happened to notice it. They started changing his nose. They started giving his hair Caucasian features. Find that movie, y'all. Very enlightening. Of course, they're going to put it as a comedy. All right. But this is the shit they do. Talk about the Little Mermaid and how they made the queen Black without a king husband, a white son. I haven't seen it, baby girl. I haven't seen it. Greetings, the Motown Witch. Shout out to the Motown Witch. What's up? There's a difference between looking androgynous and looking totally like the other sex. I remember this was an article I read. Before I knew what androgynous meant, because for a while I thought Boy George was a woman. Okay? I thought Boy George was a woman. I thought he was one of the prettiest women I had ever seen. Then I read an article, because I was always reading, even at that age, about how Michael Jackson was androgynous, Prince was androgynous, David Bowie was androgynous. You know what I mean? There is a difference. You know? The last great Black love story they made was Just Right with Queen Latifah and Common. We don't get those beautiful stories told without major flaws. I like Love Jones. Don't forget Love Jones. Love Jones is excellent. Besides, I kind of got a crush on Lisa Nicole Carson too. I thought she's one of the sexiest, finest specimen of women I've ever seen. I hear she has like bipolar disorder or something like that. Magic, that's what I was going to say. They go along with it. Yeah, absolutely. You ain't never lied. I'm tired of putting people in jars. I know, putting people in jars, they're putting people in the freezer. You get tired of that. Like, you should be able to just work a job in peace without having to resort to magic. You should be able to work a job without keeping your boss from firing you for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I've had to do all of that. You know, when they talk about step out in faith, I finally did that years ago. I've been happy ever since. The last corporate job I had some like acid reflux in my chest. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. The day that I left, that shit was gone. I bullshit you not. The day that I left, it disappeared. Jobs do rob you of your energy. Yes. I don't think we need any more love stories. As Black people, is too much. We're too love obsessed. What we need to see is more empowering movies and creative stuff besides love and slavery is tiring. Yes, Living Large. That's the name of it. Living Large is excellent. Energy vampires. Exactly, Sharon. No, Katrina, I thought the same thing. I thought Boy George was a woman. I thought Tracy Chapman was a man. I did. You're not the only one. I honestly thought that Boy George was, even with the name, I thought come on, y'all. I was 13 when I was introduced to that. I didn't know what I was looking at, but I thought he was a woman. I really did. I think maybe my grandmother had to explain it to me. You know what I mean? I didn't know what androgynous meant until I read this article about androgyny. Like, it was an androgyny movement or something. And they not quoted, but they cited as an example Michael Jackson, Prince, David Bowie. Because David Bowie sometimes looked like a female. You know what I mean? What I don't like is when they West African queens who were written about pretty as ugly or manly. It just doesn't make sense. And they'll make ugly white women as pretty when they weren't. That's Hollywood's playground. You know what I'm saying? That's Hollywood's playground. That's where they're able to do whatever the hell they want to do. And this is how they influence the masses. Okay. One of the top 10 videos of Azazel Bey is commercial programs of the Illuminati. He has a lot of footage in that. Okay. That's another one I will look at every year. Okay. That's how I found out about Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. When I looked closer at the dancers, I was like, wow, okay. They've been doing this, y'all. Been doing. Yeah, Prince was androgynous. Prince, the only motherfucker, though. Yeah. Prince may be androgynous, but Prince, the only motherfucker who could wear earrings, eyeshadow, boots, thigh-high boots, heels, and still take your woman. Now, what kind of power is that? That's masculine power, though, isn't it? I remember my wife was on the phone one day with a girlfriend of hers, and they was talking about something silly about, and I don't think she thought I was listening. I wasn't intentionally listening, but I was passing by something. She said, "Yeah, if hubby came home and Prince was with me in the bed, I just had to take that ass." Well, I was like, "Damn." Oh shit! Ask any woman, would she risk her relationship for Prince? Watch what answer you get. Yes, Motown Witch. You're absolutely right. Annie Lennox. You knew he was a dude, but it was obsessive duplicating his eye makeup. I didn't know what to feel about Boy George. I'm like, is he supposed to be pretty, or like, why is he dressed like that? Why is he calling himself Boy George, but he dressed like a woman? Doesn't he? I'm 13. Think of my mindset. I'm 13 years old. Okay. Nobody's explaining these things to me. But yes, Annie Lennox, that's androgynous. Annie Lennox looked like a dude too. For some reason, I knew she was a woman though. Okay, but she's androgynous. Sweet dreams are made of this. Damn, what's the name of the I can't remember the name of the group. Um, wow. I'm drawing a blank. Um, if you know how Hollywood inverts everything, you can see one major reason we had the confusion we have now. Pay attention. I wish I could highlight that comment. Hollywood inverts everything. Absolutely. Okay. You have to do your own investigation with that. Me telling you, or could Brother Konami telling, or anybody else telling you this, is not going to get through because you're not going to believe what you're seeing. Trust me. Okay. Until you know how to spot male and female markers on the body, because biology does not change. Nothing. That's why I've stopped saying anything about that. About Hollywood inversions, I've stopped. It's a lost cause. Okay. Until you learn how to look for markers and skull features, you ain't gonna believe nothing I say. So yeah, I wish I could highlight that statement. Thanks, Brother Konami, for saying that. Like Andromeda from Greek mythology, who even the Greeks say were black in their myth and was a real princess, they'll make a white woman, and that's because she was pretty and a guy wanted her. The Etruscans were black people. They were the first Greeks. Donna Dash, yeah, you need to start a channel, Donna. You really do. And take your woman. Yeah, Prince will take your woman. Absolutely. I would admit to that. Shit, my wife ain't, an exclusion from that. He will take your woman with all his girly shit on. That's masculine power, though. I mean, what can you say about that? I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try wearing earrings and not lipstick, but eyeshadow and heels and try to go out here and well, shit. The way shit is now, you never know. Shit. Diamonds and Pearls will always be my favorite track. Yeah. I like all Prince shit. The funniest thing is before European colonialism, goddamn, colonialism, it was normal for men to adorn themselves and make themselves pretty and well groomed. Looking dusty and bland is a white thing. Not dusty and bland. Yeah, Donna, you got to start your channel. She said dusty and bland, y'all. Do your rhythmics. Thank you. I knew the Motown, which I knew you would know. I think we the same age. I knew you would know. Do your rhythmics. I love their music. You know, it wasn't just sweet dreams are made of this. It was also damn. I keep drawing the blanks. But don't forget to go check out the Motown Witches her store and her channel. She has a channel also. Show that woman some love, y'all. Eurythmics. Yes, eurythmics. It's like back when our ancestors, the males, wore gold in their dress because of a sign of honoring their strength. Absolutely. You remember the build? I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid, 80s ballad stayed on repeat on VH1, the old VH1. Katrina, now on VH1, they show a bunch of reality shows now. You know what I mean? He was Baphomet embodied. Yeah, he was. No, it's true what you said. Like when you see people, you can tell their gender based on their mass and skull. Like it's obvious when it's a transformer. But Donna, it's not obvious to the masses because they don't know what to look for. So anything that they're presented with, they're gonna see it as, I can tell you one who, I mean, and these celebrities tell you all the time. Megan Fox said she was a man. She said that. She said she was a transformer, or he, or whatever. Okay. There are a lot of them that do it as a joke, but they dead fucking serious. They know the masses are not going to look at all. Okay. So the male and female, you should have learned this in high school. The male and female have very different skull anatomies. Very different. Okay. Very different. Someone was asking me about initiating to the Golden Dawn. I think I showed this though. It's a complete curriculum of study for both the solitary magician and the working magical group. Okay. Don't forget Strange Angel. This is that book. I totally suggest this particular book. I'm switching gears, y'all. If you are looking for initiation into the Golden Dawn, that's the book to get. I think I spoke about it. Magick, even though Boy George looked like a woman, you could tell that he was a man when he was singing. I couldn't, though, Anubis. When I was a kid, a child, a teenager, I couldn't tell. I didn't know what to think until he said what he said at the awards show. He said, you know a good drag queen when you see one. That's when I started really asking questions like, oh, so he's a man acting like a woman? I think it was my grandmother who explained it, but I really couldn't tell. Not back then, I couldn't. But I get what you're saying, Anubis. Peace, Shadow Twerk Tarot. What's going on? Brittany Griner was a dude all along. Brittany Griner has an Adam's apple and sounds like Dora Pauls. Have you ever heard Brittany speak? Let me just ask that question. Y'all think that's a feat? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. For me, it's so obvious because their hairs are too big and so are their foreheads. Exactly. No one wants the hair boy once. I mean, Beyonce is a man, but when you look at Jay-Z's history, ooh. Also, male noses are way too big. Yep. Speaking of which, I'm going to send you a video. This dude says women are peridot gatekeepers. Also, you can tell when it's a transformer from their voice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, Brother Moore just sent me something. Can I show this? Am I allowed to show Twitter stuff? Male trans activist says women don't own womanhood and periods. You got to be a silly motherfucker to want a period. You got, whoa, this, look at what this shit says. Male trans activist says women don't own womanhood and periods. Dora pause. Women don't own womanhood? Really? I'm not, I don't feel like it today. To be honest, I'm not. I'll look at that later. No. Um, yeah, their mannerisms are a giveaway. The way they walk, the gait. Women and men walk differently. Okay. Women, natural born women have hips. All right. All of them. Okay. Hips are for a woman, or how is because she gives birth. Life passes through a woman. Okay. And now they're trying to change all that. Sip my coffee. Just like you can tell when a transformer is a female to male because they'll be way too small and pretty. Yeah, Donna. Donna needs a channel. That is worse than boneless holes. You know what I'm saying? How does what womenhood doesn't belong to women? It's literally in the fucking word. All right. I won't get upset. I won't get upset on here. All right. Oh yeah, I just saw that. I just rolled my eye at the foolishness. Like on Google, if you Google who can have periods, they literally say everyone can have one. I can't have a fucking period. I don't have a menstrual cycle. I don't. I'm a man. All right. So here's another book. Remember, I'm saying that a lot of people talk about shadow magic, but don't know how to access it or know how to perform it. There are several ways to do shadow magic, right? But this book does cover some of it. It's called The Tome of Magic. This is the cover up. Okay. This is one of those role-playing games that I'm always telling y'all about. Tome of Magic. Okay. It's packed, shadow, and a true name magic. Remember, excuse me, do not dismiss these role-playing games. There's some secrets in there. All right. Get information from everywhere. Now I can't find it. Ain't that a bitch? Shadow magic. Where did it go? Anyway, yeah, I can't find it now. Oh, here we go. If you have a bit of imagination, role-playing games will be for you. But take, not everything's in there, of course, but take what you can, leave the rest alone. All right. Tome of Magic. Okay. It has some pointers about shadow magic in there. Right. I don't want no cramps. Are you crazy? Who wants that? I remember saying this to my son when he was a teenager. Okay. My teenage son said to me, my teenage son said to me, who wants to bleed every month? He said it as matter of factly as that. You know what I mean? He was a teenager when he said, he was like 14 when he said that. Okay. I don't envy women and what they have to go through. Right. I'm good with what God gave me. How about that? All right, y'all. I have talked enough. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I've kind of gotten my emotions today. I didn't mean to. That's something I try to avoid, especially when it comes to this. But this is absolute foolishness, you see. That's why I laugh as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? I laugh as much as possible. Okay. One thing before I go, they use statistics to, people now think that longevity equals the greatest at something. Okay. They're using these stats and these numbers to try and force the belief that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. It couldn't be further from the truth. Okay. But they use numbers and statistics to try and reinforce that to people. All right. It's just not true. You use statistics to fit a certain narrative. Okay. Learn to discern everything. All right. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. Everybody who came through, Latanya's Views, Brother Konami, Sister Moonfeather, Sister Righteous, Brother Moore, Andreas Abraham, Donna, Anubis, Delroy Johnson, Katrina, Javion, who else? The Motown Witch, Baby Girl, Rayshawn Justice, Sharon, amazingly, Sasha Fox, everybody who joined me today. I appreciate your attendance. Don't forget, 1 week, we will have that live Zoom. Same time, same back channel. I am the one and only Magick LaCroix. Y'all have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and I will see y'all next time. Namaste.